What's good, YouTube? It's Aaron here with the House of Champions. And who do we have?
Alex Bergeron.
All right, and what'd you do this weekend, man?
I got top 4 at the PPG Dallas.
All right, and what deck were you playing?
I was playing my Endymion Magician list.
Really? All right, let's check it out.
Yeah. So we played 3 Chronograph and the Brick. I didn't draw this a ton, but this card's actually really good. There was a round where like its monster effect came in really clutch because he tried to rage me, and then it was just protecting my scales, so I got to still play. That was really good. So for the Magician lineup, I run a really small lineup. It's 3 Harmonizing, 2 Poison, 1 Fang, and 1 Dragon Collar. You want to see Harmonizing, it's the best one, especially with my combo that I do. And then 2 Purple Poison. I wanted this because it's low scale, and the scale effect came up all day. Doing Jackal, popping things, popping anti-spells, it was really good. Fang's good, and Dragon Collar is really nice because it turns monsters into a dragon, so you can still like combo off with your guard dragon cards. Alright, so next up we have the Endymion cards. So it's going to be 3 of the Servant, 1 of the Boss, and then 1 Jackal to summon it out with. These cards were just insane. They were super extenders. People were wasting their hand traps on this when I already had enough to make Electromite, so it was already good enough. This card's really good against Striker. They can't target it, stop spell and traps, and you can just bounce things. And I was mainly making Jackal for the most part, because you just want to protect your Electromite before you summon it. So you just summon this, it gets a counter, you place a scale or you activate a spell, and you're good to go. I did that against Cam Game 1 in top 4, and it was pretty much got me there. So for some monsters, we have the Dragon package. So we've got the 3 Dark Worms and the Gate 0. This is like your best normal summon. You want to see this all the time. It's really good. And then we played 1 Luster and 1 Master Pendulum. So I played 1 of each of these because you can summon it with Ignister.
Dragon Ball Super players, if you're interested in playing team battles, the sooner the better you get signed up. You need to have...
You're good.
Alright, so we play these 2. 1, you can search them off Duelist Alliance, so that's pretty good if you need a dragon to combo off with. But I summoned Ignister twice turn 1 with my combo. You just summon it back with Pisty, and you can summon both of these as Link Fodder, because that's the only restriction is that you can't synchro with them, but we were never synchroing with them after 1 Ignister was brought out. We played 1 Destrudo for utility. This card was really nice. You can either do the normal, like, the standard combo that's now with Endymion and use that, or you can just keep extendering and Link Foddering it out. It's really good. The cards that got my deck probably like the most hype this weekend were I was playing 3 Amorphage cards. So I was playing 1 Sloth, 1 Goliath, and then 1 Lakari. So a lot of people don't know is that their scale effects are actually just insane. This one you can't activate spells if you control an Amorphage. This one becomes a Macrocosmos if you control an Amorphage, and this one's a mistake. So like what I was doing is I was making sure I was ending my board with this in the scale, and mainly the time 1 of these or sometimes even both of these on the board at the same time with Jackal, Vortex, and a Boral Sword, and pretty much just locked them out of the entire game, especially Game 1. Most of Game 1s I did that, they scooped immediately. Game 3s I stole completely just by doing that, and they couldn't play Yu-Gi-Oh! These cards were super good. You usually just send this with Electromite, and yeah, these were really broken all weekend. Alright, going on to spells, we have 3 Mastery. This card is actually just insane. If you open it with Servant, you're comboing off, you're super good. It searches Servant or the Big Boss, so if you need a high skill, that's searchable for you too. So that was really good. I played 2 Duelist Alliance and 2 Pen Call. So my list originally had a lot more cards in it. We had to cut like the last night because I really just shouldn't have been playing a lot of cards because that's just terrible. And then we didn't want to like just auto lose to a Colossus Pass or something. So like we just wanted to like minimize but still like see things. And then this is really good because it searches not just Pen Call, it searches your dragons from your deck to get you like guard dragon combo. I played 1 Dragon Shrine and 1 Foolish. Shout out to Quentin Brown, and he put me on 1. I was playing 2 for a while. I never needed more than just these. They did their job, especially because like if you didn't see these, then you were probably opening one of your other dragons in your deck. Or if you didn't, then you can just Ignister and get the dragon out of the deck to still combo out. For some draw cards, we played 2 Desires and 1 Upstart. Yes, if you notice, this deck's 41 cards in an Upstart. Don't at me, I just need an extra side out card, and it's a spell counter deck, so this gets you spell counters, so yep. And then the last card in the deck I played was 3 Caught by the Grave. This card was actually just bonkers all weekend. I won my top 16 match because I opened 2 of these game 2 and set them, and he couldn't have a play after I broke his board. Everyone was ogring Electromite, everyone was ashing Servant or Pen Call. It was just really good all weekend. And then...
So, extra deck?
Yeah. So we play Electromite, it's broken. Land Fornicus is generic. I should have played the Tor whatever.
B-Cup.
Yeah, the effect one, so that way I can make Bor with that and I don't have to do weird things. This card was insane. Shout out to Aaron McKennis, Quentin Brown, and Mark St. Romain who put this in my deck after Friday. I was actually just dumb by not playing it, and it's just so good. My first feature match I got, I ended my board with this. It was just super good. You can go back and look at that and see the combo. So I played Guard Dragons, I played Pisty, LP, and Aggrar Pain. This card is the first thing I make usually after I Pendulum Summon, and then you put Ignister next to it and then pop off. For some other cards, I played Triple Burst for generic stuff, and then Nightmare. This came up like twice. It was good, it was just there for utility. For Link 4s, I played Boral and Saruja. This card is really good game 2 and 3 because once you make your full board, you can play around Pankratops a lot easier with this because you switch to defense and then your Jackal can just negate it if he tries to tribute it, so it's really good that way. I played Vortex because it's Vortex and it's Pendulum deck. Spring King, this came in clutch a few times, just extra damage against like a Boral load or a Boral load. Then I played Dweller, it's Dweller, and then I played Dragster, I summoned it twice, and then the best card in my deck, it needs to be an ulti. It needs to stay out of just being at 1 because it's super good. You summon it off, abuse it, spin things twice with Pisty too when you go second, and then bounce with Vortex, and it's usually game. Alright, side deck, I played 3 Droll and Lockbird. This card's really good against the Endymion deck. They kind of just have to stop their turn or their negates. They lose like 2 or 3 negates if you get Droll. It's really hard for them if they like already don't have a broken hand. 3 Sphere mode. This was for Thunder. Pen Mirror was really good. 2 of these. This was for Saladin Striker. These are solid, standard. 2 Denko. Just for back row. I didn't want to lose. 2 Pankratops because I only had 2. So yeah, we played 2. The card's broken. 2 Red Reboot because you don't want to lose to trap decks. I thought just 2 Red Reboot and 2 Denko were fine. I didn't want to focus on 3 and just like make my deck worse. And then so I had 14 cards in my side deck and I didn't know what to play, so we played 1 Impermanence. It was a Veiler, but shout out to Aaron McKennis for coming in clutch. And it's like, as bad as this sounds, like I did stop like 2 anti-spells by setting it and then being able to play the next turn, so it did its job.
Nice. Any shoutouts you have?
Yeah, so shout out to the group I rode with, Aaron, Mark, and QB. All guys were great. We had a lot of fun. A bunch of us topped, even where we were staying. Avery, Deuce, Mark, all of awesome chat. It's like Will, Nick, Kyle for being super supportive all weekend. Everyone who like messaged me being really supportive, I appreciate it. And shout out to my little brother. He got to watch me on stream round 2. I was really happy about that. We both played Pendulum together, so it was a lot of fun this weekend.
All right, congrats, man, and we'll see you around.
Yeah.
What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. From the bottom of my heart, this has no incentive. I'm not being paid to say this. If a Pro Play Games Tour is in your area, this was one of the most fun, unique, well-ran professional events ever. And getting the chance to commentate it, I had a blast interacting with the community, being able and in charge of choosing the feature matches. George just masterfully has created an amazing experience for the players. It was so funny to see an actual Easter egg hunt on Easter and grown men running for packs of dual power Dragon Ball Super support. It was a blast. And the free to enter 1K, the future of their tour, I really hope you guys do pay attention to them in the future. And also for Alex Bergeron, seeing him play this Endymion deck and how many different versions of it there were, it was truly a pleasure to feature it. That very close feature match, 50 life points in the top 4, was insane. And you can probably also watch that over on the Pro Play Twitch still. That's slash PPG YGO, and you can go back and check that replay, or it should be up on their YouTube later. But seriously, it was such a pleasure to commentate with Simo. They're doing things right, they're working with the community, and I have never been at an event where I just felt more warm welcome, smiles all around, everybody happy. So seriously, if there is one in your area, support these guys. Make sure to make it out there and help these grow. Record attendance watching the stream, record attendance at the event, 175 duels. And I think the top 16 speaks for itself. Denny Vu, Quentin Brown, Cam the Man Neal. So many big names up and out here. And up-and-comers like Mark St. Romain. It was an amazing experience. And truly, I hope you continue to be a part of the community Pro Play and keep doing your thing. It was amazing to, and they let me get content like this too. I am contracted by them, and they're like, yeah, sure, go do whatever. And Aaron McInnes luckily was able to grab this one for me from Alex Bergeron while I was streaming. So they're just all around professional. They know how to do it with the community, and I really haven't had an event that I enjoyed that much in a while. Thanks for watching, everybody.